Look what I have for you.
Janos, why don't you join the others? Sigismund has withdrawn. We've won.
I know. I don't have taste for booze now. We lose good men yesterday. Eder, he always say, I die in bed with tits of pretty wench in hands. Instead, he die like dog in fucking courtyard with hole in gut. And Kubienka, kurwa. I do not know which one I have more adventures with. He was like brother to me. Do picze. Everything go to shit. Leave me, Henry. I want to be alone.
Sigismund's withdrawn! Ha ha!
Henry! A few tankers.
What exactly did you see? Sigismund really withdrew with his entire army.
Oh, hey. The men and I rode out towards Kuttenberg on patrol. The army was almost on its way then. They mobilized so fast. Someone must have set their tents on fire. At first, I thought they were moving on us, but we followed them a good way, and they carried on southwards. Sigismund's knights, the royal troops, and that human horde.
Let's hope they won't be back.
Henry! Let's down a few tankers!
Rebel is on the run! Rejoice, foe! Hear ye! Sigismund is buggering off back to Hungary! Roll out the barrels! It's time to celebrate! The Hungarian rebel is on the run! Rejoice, folks!
Henry! Let's down a few tankers! My respects. You silly doggy.
So, what should we drink to?
First and foremost, to King Wenceslas.
Ha, that can wait. Why don't we drink to victory and to that pile of silver in the cellar behind us, eh?
Come now. The first drink should be in honor of our fallen comrades. Ada and Kubienka did not make it back. We must honor them.
That's right.
What about you, Henry? Who or what do you want to toast?
To someone who saved our necks on multiple occasions. To someone who we'd be blind without. I'd like to drink to someone without whose help we wouldn't have pulled it off yesterday.
Christ, spit it out already. Who is it?
To Catherine.
There you go. To Kate and all the women.
To Catherine.
You daft buggers. All right, then. Long life to all of us.
I've been wondering what'll happen next. What will the local nobility do now that Sigismund's pulled out, Sir Peter?
I expect his supporters will have no other choice than to turn coats and get behind Jobst. When he marches in from Podiergrad, he'll put things right around here. The town is still governed by a council put in place by Sigismund.
Someone should throw those fuckers out the windows. I'll bet when von Berkhof sent that rabble into our neighborhood, no one so much as made a peep against it.
Indeed. I'd say they happily joined in. You're probably too young to know about it, but blaming Jews for everything has a certain sad tradition here.
What will you do now, Catherine?
What do you think? Have a few beers, a piece of roast meat, then go and lie down?
All by yourself?
My bed is quite small. We'd really have to squeeze in tight.
Christ almighty. Why don't you just mount him already? Or give it over, the two of you?
Thanks for the advice. What will you do, Sam? Will you return to the town?
Yes, later. Someone must help the families. But for now, I will stay with you. I have some scores to settle.
With von Berghoff?
Once we no longer have any use for him, that bastard is mine.
Von Bergo is still the royal chamberlain. He's untouchable for someone like you.
That is what you say.
Not just me, though. But let's change the subject. This isn't what we should be talking about at a celebration such as this.
No, it is not.
What about the infamous plunderer and robber baron fittingly called the Dry Devil? Where are you headed?
You're talking like this is the end. Just because Sigismund hauled his arse out of here doesn't mean the job's finished. War's a whore. And we'll be paying her so much of that silver that she'll still be fucking us on her deathbeds.
Hinnik the dry philosopher.
This won't end overnight, boys.
So you'll stay?
Wherever Zizka goes, I go. And I'll leave rivers of blood and ravaged wenches in my path.
That robbery? It was something, wasn't it?
I still can't believe we pulled it off.
If there's anything that can spoil my mood, it's that bastard Brabant.
And didn't I fucking tell you? I was saying the whole time that fucking French fop was leading us along by the nose, telling us what we want to hear. Yeah, him and his, I've been everywhere. I know everything. Bollocks. This stinking frog.
I thought I had a nose for people. I don't understand how I could have been so wrong.
He must have been planning it for some time.
Fuck. Let's not talk about that fucker anymore. It just gets me mad. But we'll get him back one day.
I have to say, if it weren't for that Musa, I wouldn't be standing here now. I'm still not quite sure what to make of him, though.
I'd watch my step with him. He doesn't believe in God like we do. God knows where he's from.
He saved me.
He helped us. Maybe he was helping himself at the same time. We'll see.
Exactly. I do not think it is so black and white. What is so funny?
Nothing. You're right. We'll see what he has to tell us after he comes to himself.
He wasn't too seriously injured. He should be on his feet soon.
Imagine what you could buy with a pile of silver like that.
Aye. Not even I could drink my way through it all.
If anyone could, it's you.
It would be better spent on repairing the whole quarter in Kuttenberg after that fire.
I think all your planning is pointless. The silver is for the army, as Zizka would say.
We'll see about that. I didn't stick my neck out for a pair of pretty eyes.
Well, I just hope we won't be doing anything like that again anytime soon. Well, I should go now.
Already? Stop messing about. The night is young. Pour another drink.
No, I have to go. I still want to catch Ruthard and the others before they ride off to see Jobst.
Leave him alone. Unlike you, he has duties to attend to.
Is on the run. Rejoice! Whoa! Withdrawn. Ha ha! I saw it with my own eyes.
My respects.
Roll out the barrels! It's time to celebrate!
Let me sleep.
Have a safe journey.
You really don't want to join us?
I can't. Sigismund might have pulled out, but there's still work to be done here. I think Žižka will want to wait for Jobst.
In that case, you ought to come with us. We'll be relaying a message to Jobst. I'm certain Hanush will be there as well.
He certainly will be.
Then you could continue along with me. And you and Yitka could get married right away. You know, it's high time my cousin's daughter got married. And, Sir Hans, trust me, she has no shortage of suitors.
I'm glad to hear that. She must be very pretty, huh?
So that's all that matters to you, you lout.
No, no, of course not. Beauty isn't the most important thing.
I'm just pulling your leg.
All right.
Yitka is a pretty girl, don't worry. As I say, come with us and see for yourself.
And what about her father?
Herald, don't worry about him. Even if he doesn't like you, which I highly doubt, as his cousin and Yitka's guardian, I'll change his mind. But I'm certain that won't be necessary. What could be better than uniting the Kunstats of Podjebrad with the Lords of Leper?
Of course. But I'm still afraid the wedding will have to wait. The land isn't safe. The king is imprisoned. Our work isn't over yet.
You don't mean to tell me that you plan to go to Vienna to rescue the king?
If Sigismund doesn't release him, then we'll have no other choice.
All the more reason to have the wedding soon. What if something happens to you?
Don't worry, sir. Henry and I have survived worse things.
I don't know. I'll have to talk with Hanush about this. Now, I need to get ready to leave. Take care, youngster.
Have a safe journey. Send my regards to Yitka and Sir Herald.
Are you leaving with Botchek, Sir Hans?
No. I'm just trying to explain to Botchek that our job's not over yet. Isn't that right, Henry?
Indeed. You'll have to excuse Lord Capon from the wedding, Sir Botchek.
Yes, I'm aware of it. I only hope nothing happens to the young lord.
I'll keep a close eye on him.
I'm glad to hear it. Since we're all together here, I must thank you both. If you hadn't freed us from captivity, Sigismund's supporters would have shown us no mercy, especially after that robbery.
We're glad to have helped.
I agree with Sir Hans.
So both of you, take care. I hope we'll all see each other at the wedding.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Course not.
God be with you.
Good day, Henry.
All this
We're
leave
about to
pecking.
leave.
What a scene. It's not like we're crossing half the world.
I hope it won't be too long before you're able to return to Kuttenberg.
Thanks, Goodwin. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye. After all, I'm the one who made you join the clergy. And
What are you trying to say? I was a good priest until they tossed me out.
all right, granted. What I really mean to say is, even though I often didn't agree with your actions, you've proven yourself to be a good man. And I'm proud to have you as a son. You saved Christopher, and for that matter, all of us. For that, you'll always have a place at home. Thank you.
We're kin, Father. It's all water under the bridge now.
Much of this stuff are we taking?
I'm glad we've made up.
Time to say goodbye.
Thanks, lad. We owe you a lot. Just because Sigismund withdrew doesn't mean we've won. The kingdom is about to change, Henry. Believe me, in the end, it's folk like you and me who will change the world. The time of the nobility is ending, but I won't keep you with my old man talk. God be with you.
I'm with you. How did it feel to meet your brother after so many years?
If only it were after so many years. It was the first time we saw each other.
Well, he hadn't been home for 20 years, but you're older, aren't you?
I grew up with my mother. My father took me to Rabosh later. So I'd learn how to ride horses, shoot, use a sword. In short, everything I needed.
When Godwin came up at home, what did Martin tell you about him?
His name didn't come up too often. But every time I disappointed my father, he gave me a sermon that I'd end up like my brother one day.
And how?
That depended on how I disappointed him. When I got drunk for the first time, he said Godwin had likely drunk himself to death long ago. When he saw me with some girl, he said Godwin dragged all kinds of whores to his bed. And then the silver started going missing in the fortress.
Your father didn't exaggerate that much. Godwin has a weak spot for drinking and girls to this day.
You can say that about almost everyone these days. I won't be surprised if my father paved the way for him.
Are we ready to depart, gentlemen?
Did your father teach you all by himself?
At his age, not a chance. The stable master taught me how to ride, the captain of the guard all about swords, and the game warden how to shoot.
And what was your father doing all that time?
Sometimes he took me hunting. For half a day he'd scold me for riding like a fence post, and that I'd crippled his horse, and also that I shot as if I was using a hoof to aim.
Good day, Henry.
So you're leaving?
Yes, thank God. After all that's happened.
I hear you're going to Podjebrad.
We have kin there. We can't return to Kuttenberg for the time being.
Farewell then. I'll miss you.
Wait. I haven't properly thanked you for saving Father. Oh. Why not? This is probably the last time we'll see each other.
Thank you?
Farewell, Henry. Your heart is in the right place.
All ready to go?
We're about to leave. It's good that you're here. I wanted to thank you. If you hadn't got us out, who knows what would have happened to us.
Do you think Sigismund really withdrew because we stole his silver?
It definitely wasn't the only reason. But it was probably the last straw for him. Such a campaign doesn't come cheap. And without plundering the region, he has nothing to pay his men. On top of that, I hear there's unrest in Hungary. I think that he actually went home to suppress an uprising, rather than fleeing from your band of marauders. No offense, of course.
What happened to you when they imprisoned you at Warhorse?
They took us to the Italian court, where they locked us up. We couldn't go outside, but otherwise they treated us decently. But that could have changed at any time, once Sigismund decided what to do with us. Fortunately, that never happened.
Maybe he wanted to use you as hostages.
Probably. It's good that you freed us.
Zizka says you shouldn't forget what's most important now.
What did he mean by that?
To report everything to Margrave Jobst and win back Kuttenberg. Without him, we can't do it. He definitely needs to know that Sigismund has withdrawn.
Don't worry. I'll get together everyone who's remained loyal to me, and we'll join Jobst. Then we'll liberate Kuttenberg together.
I hope you're right. I won't keep you. I wish you Godspeed.
I wish the same to you. Wherever the wind may take your band. Thanks once again. And I'll tell Jobst about everything that happened. Don't worry about that. See you soon, God willing. That idle king of ours is not going to free himself.
Time to get boozing!
A rider? It's one of ours! Keep the gate open!
Bastards alive.
Are you all right? Should we call someone for you?
I'm just beaten up. It will be all right.
I thought you kick bucket, you crazy fucker. Where you been? Hey!
As we were riding away, they shot the horse out from under me. I was lucky it didn't fall on me.
And where were you all night?
When I fell, those bastards caught me and took me hostage. I lay tied up in a wagon in Sigismund's camp, awaiting my fate. Until the early morning, when Eric came to me.
What else was there?
The whole lot of them were gobsmacked from what we did. They went to tell Sigismund about the robbery. They wanted him to send reinforcements.
But Sigismund gone.
He turned them down. Then Eric got into a big quarrel with someone. A bit after that, he came and untied me.
Wait. What do you say? Eric led you free?
Aye, but on one condition.
that I find Henry and give him a message.
What message?
Wait till you hear this. You'll shit yourself. He's waiting for you in what used to be Sigismund's camp, and he wants to fight you, man to man.
Do you think it's a trap?
It's thing like dog's arse.
I looked him straight in the eyes when he said it. I reckon he's serious, Henry. He wants to sort this on his own. It's personal.
Oh, I didn't expect that from him. What do you think? Should I accept?
He crazy. Desperate. Let him fuck off and die.
I saw the army withdrawing, but Eric still stayed. It seems like he's serious about this. But if you give it a miss, I won't mock you. There's no point in risking your life again after something finally worked out for us.
Shit.
Wait. You not go there alone, hey?
Well, when I think about it, I reckon I will.
I go with you. We fuck up that fucker good.
Thanks, Janos. But no, this is personal. You could say I owe it to him.
You fucking crazy?
If I were you, I'd forget about it. Who knows? He might be waiting for you in the bushes with a crossbow.
I think he wants to take me on man to man.
It's up to you. My job was to give you the message, and I've done that. Break a leg. I need to go and rest now.
Go. And you, Henry, think about it good. You know, you talk to Zizka first. Are you alright? Hey?
What? Do you really think falling from a horse would put me out of action?
I thought you dead.
To be honest, I nearly was. If not for Eric, God knows what they'd have done to me.
You small fry friend. They not pay ransom for you.
Right. And you're made of solid gold, eh?
Come, we get some grub.
Fuck that. I'm going to bed. But you could bring me a nightcap and a bite to eat, huh?
Yeah, I bring you something. And I send Kate to look at you.
Eric sent me a message. He wants to fight man to man. He's waiting for me.
And what? You want to accept his challenge?
Well, I'm considering it. What do you reckon I should do?
Are you mad? If it's not a trap, at the very least, it's a fool's errand. If you want to have a cock measuring contest, so be it. But I won't treat your wounds afterwards.
Well, this is something a woman could never understand.
Seriously, Henry, don't be a fool. It's not worth it. There's no point in risking your neck now that everything's over and we can finally live. Please.
Eric challenged me to a duel.
What? Who's Derek?
Eric. He sent Kubienka with a message for me.
Huh? Kubienka is back? We'll have to have a drink.
Haven't you had enough?
No, I have not, brother. What do you want again?
Forget about it for now. We'll talk later. Listen, Eric has challenged me to a duel. He's waiting for me on the hill where Sigismund's camp once stood.
A duel? Surely you won't take him up on it?
I'm considering it.
Hanush would approve. What has a nobleman but his word and his honor? But these are different times. It's up to you.
What would you do in my place?
I'd go to that keg over there and suck it dry. It's not worth it, Henry. Forget him. With a bit of luck, someone else will deal with him soon. And you're not going to get yourself killed now that everything's been settled. You'd be better off having a drink and basking in our victory.
Would you come with me?
I thought you wanted to do it out of honor. No, Henry. I'm too drunk to be of any use to you. If you think it's a stupid idea, you better not go.
I didn't say that.
Look, it might be the booze talking, but I'd rather you forget about it and just stay here.
Godwin, I need advice.
Have you forgotten I left the ecclesiastical life behind? Don't come to me to confess your sins. I won't open the gates to heaven for you, young man.
No, that's not what I want. Eric sent Kubienko with a message for me. He's challenging me to a duel. One-on-one.
Is he now? So what are you still doing here? You won't get that chance again. If I wasn't so drunk, I'd come with you.
Kubienka leaves. We have to get drunk.
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Go ahead.
Kubienka brought me a message from Eric. He wants to fight, one-on-one, to avenge Istvan.
I wouldn't expect that from him. You must have really pissed him off. But I suppose he has a sliver of pride and honor in him after all. And he's betting you're the same way.
Yeah.
Will you accept?
I wanted to confer with you about it. Do you think it's worth it?
Well, if you turn him down, your honor won't suffer in the slightest. Eric is a desperate wretch who's been left all alone. But if you come to ask for help, you can forget about it. The men are nearly all drunk. And anyway, Eric would take to his heels if more of us showed up.
So, what should I do?
I won't make your decisions for you. It might be a trap. He could be lying in wait to shoot you with a crossbow before disappearing. But then again, maybe not. It seems this is very personal. If Eric's mere existence still galls you, you'll never get a better chance for revenge. So, what will it be? Will you accept his challenge?
No, I won't be like Istvan, who hid from me. This is a matter of honor.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but I understand it's none of my business. Just be careful. Eric may be desperate, but he's a handy swordsman. If I were you, I'd try messing with his head first. People who lose control make mistakes. Since he wants to get revenge for Istvan, I'd try insulting him. I reckon that might throw him off. And in a state like that, he might forget about technique.
Thanks for the advice.
Greetings, my friend.
Open the gate. I've got some unfinished business out there.
All right, but be careful. Hey, fellas! Open the gate! Henry's going out, and fetch him his horse.
So, I see your comrade delivered the message.
I wouldn't dream of missing such a meeting.
I have to admit, you got balls. I was starting to think you wouldn't show up.
I made a promise to someone that I'd kill you. So that's what I'm here to do.
Really? My word. And I swore on someone's grave that I'd kill you. We have much in common.
I've heard that before. But I don't think so.
You think you're better than me? That I've got blood on my hands, whilst you're some kind of defender of justice? Really? Just take a look at yourself. At least I can admit it. Curious. Who did you promise you'd kill? Who thinks I'm so important?
Istvan. Before I threw him out the window.
You bastard!
But that's something we do have in common. I reckon you made a promise to him too. You swore on his grave.
He was like a father to me. I'll kill you, you fucker!
Did Istvan tell you who burned down your village? Killed your parents?
Shut up! You know nothing about him!
Well, he told me.
He took me in when I was at my lowest. He was like a father to me. He meant the world to me.
He took you in after he killed your family. Don't you remember?
Liar! You took him from me! And now you'll die!
That's why we're both here.
Die!
Fuck! I'll put an end to you.
What are you waiting for? This isn't finished. You're just the same as me. Just the same as Istvan. So come on! Get away with it! Sigismund's parting gift to Markvad was your silver. And they'll make short work of you. Damn it! That's it, coward! Run!
Close the gate!
That's not Sigismund.
I can see Prague colors.
What the hell's going on?
I've no idea. As soon as I spotted them, I came to warn you all. What owlets? You cunt!
Steady on!
We don't want any hot-headedness here.
I am Markvad von Aulitz. I've come on behalf of King Sigismund and Lord Otto von Berghoff, the Royal Chamberlain. It has come to our notice that the bandits who robbed His Majesty's treasury of a great deal of silver have taken refuge here in this fortress. I've been charged with putting paid to this grave crime.
Greetings, Sir Markvad! This is an unexpected visit. As the former Mint Master of King Wenceslas, allow me to correct you. Nothing has been stolen from King Sigismund since he is the Hungarian monarch, and the silver of which you speak belongs to the Bohemian king. I'd also like to assure you that we do not require the presence of the Hungarian king to bring order here. But then I hear that's no longer his plan. So it would seem that you're out on a limb. As for Lord von Burgau, he's a guest here in my fortress, and we are negotiating.
I think not. We want that silver. King Sigismund wanted your heads too. But if you behave reasonably... Think of your castle and your estates, Peter. Because if you don't surrender the silver, you'll be left with nothing but scorched earth!
What's it to be? Would you fight us? With that garrison that is so drunk that it couldn't guard one captive? We will not wait!
That ain't you, drunk or sober! You old whoreson!
As you wish. You will pay for this!
What are you staring at? Were you gonna give them the silver?
It's all the same now. We have to prepare for an attack right now!
My words exactly. Come and get it, you fuckers.
I'll grab my weapons. You go straight to the walls.
Very good. What are you waiting for?
Everyone here! The rest of them are going to attack us! Get ready!
Verrekken!
Get ready to shoot! You're mine! Cover yourself!
To me! Get him from behind!
They're trying to smash through the gate! Stop them!
Hey! I need a hand here!
Welcome to hell!
Close him up!
Pulsate et aperietur vobis! Good!
Slice him up!
Yeah. You're finished! Oh, God! Why? Kill him!
I'll gut you, you swine! Take that fucker! You're mine! I'll chop you up! Keep yourself I'm gonna finish you! Useless!
They're retreating!
Good work up there.
There he is.
Good work, men. Take a rest. What the fuck is going on? What are those Prague fuckers doing here? What do you reckon? They've caught a whiff of that silver Sigismund's promised them. They don't want to go home with empty purses. What about von Bergov? Damn it! Was nobody keeping an eye on him? I don't fucking know. That bastard was pretending to be on our side.
What are we gonna do?
We must send a messenger to Jobst and our allies right away. If they lay siege to the castle, we'll need help.
Kurva! The devil really fucked things up for us.
Seriously? Remember what it looked like in Nabokov. If they had prepared for that attack, they would have swept us away. But thanks to Hinek's provocations, they rushed their attack. I think the devil actually saved our necks.
Did you see that hit Markvark took? Will he survive it?
I've got to hand it to that drunk fool. It was quite a shot.
It's hard to say. His armor might have taken the brunt of the force, but it was a good hit nonetheless.
Maybe your revenge has been enacted already, and you don't even know about it.
If only. I think we need to get some rest before the Praggers regather.
You're right. Go then. I'll have a messenger sent and discuss the fortress's defense with Peter. If anything happens, I'll send for you.
What a fucking disaster. Why can't anything ever go right for us?
Al dente's fortuna juvat.
I'll say. Let's go.
Are you already awake?
As if I could sleep in the middle of the day with that racket outside.
And the devil and his men will take the watch tonight. Perhaps you can rest then. But now we must go. Ziska sent me. He wants to speak with you.
What does he want?
As you know, he doesn't talk much. And now that he's the commander of a besieged fortress, he's twice as bad.
How do things outside look?
The Praggers are lying low in the village and building another camp on the road to Raborsh. No answer has come from Jobst yet.
So, in other words, we're still surrounded and cut off.
Why? Were you planning to pop off to the tavern?
Where will I find Zizka?
On the walls. I'll escort you. It won't take long. And then you can see Janos for breakfast, and Frenzel for ammunition. Oh, and our new friend Musa was asking about you. I reckon he wants to thank you.
All right, I'll go and see them after. But now, let's go.
Listen, Henry. Before we go and see Zizka, I have some advice for you.
Go on. Let's hear it then.
Don't question Zizka's commands. Especially not in front of Peter of Pisek.
Why? What happened between them?
The Lord of Pisek is none too happy that because of us, the Praggers are plundering his estate. And if he sees any indication of a rift between us, then he could entertain dangerous ideas.
I understand.
That's good.
Here you go. Take it.
You have a kind master. The leather's rotten, but otherwise you can see the fine craftsmanship. Show them a bit of love, and by evening they'll be as good as new.
Fine. I think I can handle hammering a few nails. Can this feature? We should negotiate a good deal before they take everything I own.
So, what should we do then? Just give them the silver along with an apology?
What good would that silver be to us if we starved to death?
Peter, come here! I have orders for you, Henry.
Wait, gentlemen. I don't mean to interrupt, but Zizka and I haven't finished talking.
I believe we have finished.
Really? Then I'd be interested to know what these honorable men think of our conflict.
Are you wondering how von Berghoff managed to disappear from under your thumb?
Me? You believed him as much as I did. While you were all celebrating the victory, he took advantage of the situation.
There's nothing we can do about it. Enough about that bastard. We have more important things to do.
We can't come to an agreement on whether or not we should try negotiating with the Praggers.
I know, my lord, that this fortress belongs to you. But I think that Zizka should make all decisions related to defense. He is the most experienced.
I should have known you'd stick together. I'm beginning to get the feeling I'm being held hostage in my own fortress.
Enough! If we can keep the fortress and the silver, Jobst will compensate you for any damage to your estate.
Yes, but we need to hold the fortress first.
And that's why I need to speak with Henry.
What do you want to talk about?
Sir Peter and I have agreed that I'll be in charge of defending the fortress. But I can't be everywhere at once. I'm giving command of a company to people I trust. And you are one of those people.
Me? You want me to be a commander?
Well, it's about time, isn't it? You're a good fellow, and I know you'll take care of your men.
Who else will be in command?
I've given a new company to you, Capon, and the Devil. Captain Frenzel is in charge of the rest of the men, but I still have the final say in all matters.
Thanks. I'll try not to disappoint you.
I hope so.
How many men will I command?
6. I'm giving you Kubianka to help with commanding, and Samuel has volunteered.
There'll be a few men from Radzi Kobula's company as well. I think you'll know them.
And you'll also have 2 men from the local garrison, chosen by Godwin.
Dobrosh the hunter is an excellent shot. Wolfram the Knacker has no combat experience, but we need all the men we can get.
Unless you need something else before you go.
Right. I'll be off to meet my company then.
Don't worry, Henry. It's a solid group of men.
Have them report to you, and give them their first orders, so they get used to you.
I saw your new men playing dice in the outer bailey. The others you'll find in the dining hall.
What's wrong? You got your orders, follow them.
You alright? What happened?
My family. I don't know what happened to them.
How come?
We live in the village below the castle, but I work here. When the attack began, the people in the village stayed there, outside.
I'm sure they made it to a safe place in time. I saw it with my own eyes from the wall. The Pragas were in complete disarray. There was plenty of time for everyone in the village to hide before they attacked. I'm sure you'll meet up when this is all over.
I hope you're right. We have kin in Old Kutna. They might have fled there to hide. Thanks for what you've told me.
Henry, you are still alive.
You want to talk? How are you?
I cannot complain, my friend. But I do not know enough swear words in your language to express my feelings properly. But seriously, the fever has gone down, and the arrow did not hit anything important inside of me. So, I will be fine in a few days. Thanks mostly to Catherine here. She's taking such good care of me.
I could take even better care of him if he didn't go wandering off all the time.
I see you've set up an infirmary here.
Someone has to put you fellas back together, since you don't know how to take care of yourselves.
Catherine has mastered this art. Many learned men could envy her skills. It is a pity I did not know that earlier. I would have given her more to do in the camp than laundry.
Do you need help with anything?
Of course I do. With everything.
We've gathered up all the supplies we could find, but it's not enough for a long siege.
Maybe you could tell the others to try not to bleed too much.
Or just to die straight off and get it over with.
But if you have any injury or ailment, come here and we will help you. Yes? Do not risk losing your limbs to save us trouble.
I've come here to thank you for what you did for me at the Italian court. If you didn't help me, who knows if I would have made it out of there alive.
Come now. If you had not helped me when they wanted to accuse me of Tretan's murder, Grozav would have had me drawn and quartered. Maybe I should have left with you when you gave me the opportunity. But who could have known they would begin shooting at me?
I ought to leave.
Take care, friend.
And don't forget we're here. If you happen to fall off the walls or get an arrow in the arse, come see us.
How are we with supplies?
Not bad. We put all in heap, hired hands counting it. With supply from you, not bad. Not bad.
How much do we have?
For few weeks, for sure. But we got to count it right.
I've come for food.
For sure. Here, full ration. You cannot fight with empty belly.
Give me some more, Jaros.
You get all ready. Come again tomorrow.
Here you go. Take it.
Brand new crossbows from Sir Peter's armory.
How's it looking, Captain? Do we have enough arms and ammunition?
We have enough ammunition for now, but we have fewer targets. Those brag bastards have dug into the village and are building barricades. But when they come again, stop by here with the men for arrows.
All right. So you're in charge of the smithy here? I've got plenty of experience as a blacksmith. Can I help you with anything?
You are a blacksmith? Sehr gut. We found a lot of very old weapons in the fortress, which, with a bit of care, could still be usable. So, if you know how to do it, take 2 Schwerter over there from the table and see if you can get those edges sharpened up. Do you want to help us? Sharpen these swords then.
All right. Done.
Good doggy, good boy.
All right. Done. All right. Done. I had a look at those swords. Here they are.
Let me see them. Amazing. Great work. They are as good as new. You know your way around the smithy, young man. Danke. Someday I will repay you for your help.
Wonderful! And it goes to me.
Would you look at this big-eared boy?
Well, this is unbelievable. Why, if it isn't Henry the blacksmith himself.
No, wait. The son of Sir Radzik.
Indeed. The boy's almost a lord. I'm glad to see you again.
I'm glad to see you too, lads. I hardly recognised you at first. What's with the beards?
Me and Yannick bet we wouldn't shave till we got home.
And whoever has the shortest beard will have to pay the other one's bill at the tavern.
So who's winning?
Me, of course, as you can see.
Don't listen to him. I'm winning. But just by a hair. Ha!
Zizka has made me a commander. You're now in my company.
We know. We volunteered for your company.
We'd rather have Henry of Skalitz than Lord Capon with his nose in the air, or that madman the devil.
If there's anyone who'll get us through this, it's Henry. That's what I said to Yaroslav. That boy survived his own death at least once.
Get up and wait here for the others. Then we'll assign tasks.
Well, that boy's taking his new role seriously, eh?
Aye. You might even think he knows what he's doing.
You're Wolfram, the knacker.
Aye. What do you want?
You've been assigned to my company. You'll be defending the castle with us.
Kurva. I knew I should have run far away from here when I had the chance. Why me? I like dogs. But I know how to be mean to them. I can even put them down. But to fight and look at the man whose guts I just tore open with the halberd. Fuck that. I don't have the stomach for it.
There's nothing to fear. Stay by me during the battle, and you'll be fine.
Aye. You can be sure I won't be charging forward myself.
Have you really never been in a battle? Not even in a fight?
Course, I had a few dust-ups in the tavern, but you want me to take up arms and defend the walls from trained killers? Fuck that! We must be absolutely fucked if my help is needed to save us.
I'll be waiting for you at the gate to the outer bailey.
Kurva. This won't end well.
Are you already on the way?
Aye. I'm going already.
You've been assigned to my company.
I've heard. I still can't believe they're besieging us. I hope that God gives me a chance to do some good deeds before I go and see my family in heaven.
Have you decided to practice shooting from the walls?
Aye. I don't hunt much anymore, so I have to practice my aim. Also, shooting from up here is a bit different. Care to join me? We could have a friendly competition.
That's a good idea. Let's do it.
Ha! May the best shot win.
Take up your positions. Let them fly.
Shot! Two more points in the bag. I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. Two more points in the bag. Them targets must be smaller than usual.
You know how to shoot. Good job.
Thanks. You're not a bad shot yourself, but that's enough practicing. You lost your family.
My wife and daughter were taken by disease. I'm all alone now.
I've summoned my men to the outer bailey. There you'll get to know each other and receive your first orders.
Fine. We'll see each other there.
Here he is, our new fearless and shameless commander.
Let's drink for courage.
Gladly, but not now.
Aye, anyway, it is still too early to drink.
Why have you come to see us, Henry?
Zizka tells me you both volunteered for my company.
Although we are not brothers of the same blood, I would still rather die by your side.
I would rather live. And that is why I'm here. Is there anyone better to tell you to stop doing stupid things?
Fair enough. Now why don't you two go to the Outer Bailey with the others, eh? We'll talk about the rest there, and I'll give you your orders.
I cannot wait to hear his speech.
Well, let us go then.
You silly mutt.
All right, company. We're all here.
So, have you got a big speech?
If we help each other and stay close together, we'll hold the fortress. There's more of them, but we're fighting for a just cause.
For King Wenceslas! Vengeance will be ours. Marquardt will pay for everything.
And don't forget about Brabant. We have to survive so we can wring his fucking neck.
Fine words, Henry. I hope it won't be so terrible.
Being a knacker is no easy work. Being a soldier can't be much worse, can it?
As a knacker, you're used to death, aren't you? Once you get your teeth into it, you'll be a killer, I bet.
What are your orders, Henry?
What do you think is most needed now, Kubienka?
There's nothing happening yet, so we have some time. We must use it to repair our arms, collect ammunition, and sharpen our weapons.
The Praggers aren't ready to mount another attack yet, so there's no need to waste your energy. Repair your arms and get in some good rest. The next attack won't be long now.
Captain Frenzel in the smithy will help you with your weapons. All right, men. You have your orders. Dismissed. Oh, and Henry, you should go and rest too. Tonight you will be checking the posts.
We've been through a lot together. Don't you think?
Maybe too much, my friend. But what are you getting at?
Why you left Mali. Will you tell me now why you had to leave?
All right. I think I can trust you. When I left Mali, it was not entirely safe there. King of Mali, Mansa Magan, was killed by his Sandiki. In your language, that is... advisor? He then took the throne, and one of his first orders was to get rid of Magan's family.
What's that got to do with you?
A lot. Mansa Magan was... my cousin. Although I never even came close to the throne, I had no intention of trying to explain that to Sandiki. I preferred to flee.
And what about your family? Do you have any news about them?
I know that several of them were killed. I have no news about the others.
Have you never wanted to go back to Mali?
I think about it often. Almost every day. But I suppose I am afraid. That is all. I do not even know if I would recognize it now. I last met some of my countrymen in Mecca, and that was many years ago.
Did Sandiki ever try to track you down?
I was not that important, my friend. Or I traveled too fast, and no assassin has caught up with me yet. So you have nothing to fear. If someone kills you, it probably will not be because of me.
I'm wounded, Musa. Could you take a look at me?
Really? You do not seem so bad to me. Maybe you can treat yourself. Down in the tower we have a workshop where you can make healing decoctions.
I apologize.
What do you want? The fortress is now under Zhishka's command.
Here you are, Henry. Do you have a moment?
What's up?
I thought we could have a little chat. We've both been given command of a company. How's it going so far?
I'm more interested to hear how you're doing. You're quite the experienced commander, right?
Bollocks. Ordering someone to bring you wine is different from commanding troops in a battle. Whereas I have plenty of experience with the former, in the case of the latter, it was always me who was carrying out orders.
Aye. I'm used to following orders in battle too.
We were both trying to show off. We wanted to deliver that letter to Trotsky and come back home to a lord's welcome.
Things have got a bit complicated, haven't they?
Tell me about it. But we can't give up now. Well, enough talk. You should go and rest. Take care of yourself and your men.
You too.
I won't disturb you any longer. Rest.
Time for watch, you lazy sack of shit.
All right. I'm going already. Any news?
We've run out of beer. We're fucked.
Aye. I bet you had a hand in that, eh?
And what else should I do? I took Markvart down, and the fucking Pragas are fucked. Now get going.
I'm sorry.
You check things, Henry?
How are things? Is everything all right?
Quite like grave.
Let's hope it's not the quiet before the storm.
Anything fuck up, I sound alarm.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Not yet.
Wake up! Wake up!
What? What's going on?
What's going on? You're sleeping on watch.
Kurva! Shit! Christ, don't tell anyone. I won't fuck up again. I'll stay awake. My lord, what are you doing here? Everything's perfectly all right.
Who's your commander?
So Jan Žižka.
You're wearing the colors of Peter of Pisek, yet Žižka is your commander. Something's off here.
Kurva!
To arms! To arms! We're under attack! Ladders against the walls! Knock them down!
Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, don't spare him!
I think not it.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Listen up! I want to double up patrols on the palisade. There'll be a guard posted at the tower and the gate at all times. No one may leave their post until someone comes to replace them. Keep your eyes locked on what's outside the castle. If you need to shit, you better let it drop from the walls. The Pragas know it'll take more than brute force to get the better of us. Now they will try deception. Today they nearly took the castle from us without a fight. That can't happen again. Now get to work! Henry, come here. Do you know how... How the hell did they manage to get inside without anyone noticing? Were you there?
They killed one of Pisek's men and put on his colours.
I didn't expect something so deceptive from the Pragas. Although, after the devil shot at them, we can't expect them to be honourable.
I took over the Dry Devil's watch post. He was wasted, and he woke me up early. I think he spent his whole watch drinking.
Damn. I won't let it go this time. His nature has often been useful to us, but now we can't do without proper discipline. Thanks, Henry. I'll talk to him. What else can you tell me about the attack?
What'll we do now?
We must bolster our patrols. We can't afford a cock-up like this again. On the other hand, we mustn't overdo it. Your men saved our asses, mainly because they were the ones who were arrested. Good work, Henry. We'll take it from here.
It seems they are very keen on having this silver. I wasn't expecting them to move so fast. We need to do something about this.
I'm sure they'd love to get the silver. Just let them try.
Gentlemen, tough words will not win us the battle. We have no response yet from Jobst. Our supplies are running thin, our ammunition is running out, and the moat will be filled in any day now. I propose reopening negotiations with them.
Fuck negotiating.
Yes, it will get us nowhere.
But we can't just sit here. They're advancing too quickly. We have to slow them down somehow.
And slow them down we shall. They think they've driven us into a corner, so we'll have to convince them of the opposite. We'll attack them.
What? But that would be suicide.
I agree. What exactly are we going to attack?
They've made themselves nice and comfy in the village below the fortress. And they're building their bloody barricades, ladders, and God knows what else. All of it has to burn.
You're mad.
So how will we do it?
I've chosen a group of riders from among Peter's men who know the village well. They'll ride in and set the camp ablaze.
How will they get in? The village is full of enemies.
I know. That's why there'll be another group to create a distraction. We'll send another company down below the northern wall to make a mess in their trenches. That will get the Pragas riled up, and in the meantime, we'll burn down their camp.
That leaves us with one detail to work out. Who'll go down below the walls? It's a suicide mission.
I'll do it.
Would you look at that? Take him as an example. And not you, Henry. I need you at the castle. Don't worry. Hinak will lead the charge. He's already preparing. I reckon he owes us a bit of sacrifice.
The mills of God, eh?
And who will go with him?
Henry, Capon, I want you both on the ramparts. Lord Capon is the best marksman we have, after all. But each of you will choose 3 of your men who'll leave the fortress with the devil.
You want me and Henry to choose men to send to their certain death?
You're a commander, so act like one. We must slow them down at all costs.
In that case, please excuse me. I'll have to get ready.
We're done here anyway. To the task, gentlemen!
This won't end well.
Henry, come here. There's something else I want to discuss with you. We're still holding a prisoner from our last clash. Dry Devil will interrogate him. We need to find out where to focus our attack in the village.
What do you mean?
Where they store ammunition, where they keep food, whether or not they're building siege engines. The more we know, the more damage we can cause them. Get that information out of him at all costs.
Am I supposed to torture the prisoner?
I don't care what you do with him. I just want answers.
I'm on it.
May God be with you.
Do you have any food for me?
Half the ration for each man. We must save. Here, friend.
Do you have any more food for me?
Sorry, you got already. Who know when this shit end? We must spare the foods.
Mutt! Look what I have for you. Look what I have for you.
All right.
What are you shouting about?
Henry, help! Make him practice his black magic on someone else.
I will not be insulted. May your leg rot off for all I care.
Are you out of your mind? Do you even know who's treating you? He's the king's personal physician.
This bloke?
Half of Europe envied Sigismund because of him, and you turn your nose up.
Well, if he's really the king's personal sawbones, I reckon he could take a look at my leg.
I knew you'd come to your senses.
Thank you, Henry. Now show me that leg of yours.
Fine, do it. Clean it out.
I'm sorry.
The pain is killing me.
Killing you? You still look very much alive to me.
Oh, real nice. Make fun of my suffering, why don't you?
If you had not been so fussy, your suffering could have ended long ago.
Fuck.
Now, hold still.
Is that cow shit you're putting on it? Or why does it stink so bad?
That is your own leg you are smelling. I told you, it is infected.
You think I don't know the smell of my own leg? It's that damn water of yours that smells.
And that is what makes it healing. The more it stinks, the better it works. Now.
I'm listening.
How are you doing, Huntsman?
Oh, I'm glad my Marushka didn't live to see this. She'd be so afraid something would happen to me that she wouldn't sleep. And I'd be just as afraid to leave her here alone. Now I'm just looking forward to seeing her again.
We're putting together a raid against the Praggers, and I'm choosing men for it.
In that case, you can count on me. If someone has to die out there, let it be me and not those young lads.
I'll have to think about who I'll send.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Why are you lying here?
I was hungry, but I didn't have anything in the kitchen, so I ate some old bread I had hidden away. It was fine. Only the bottom of it was mouldy, but suddenly I'm sick as a dog. I'm shitting out water and bloody thirsty at the same time.
I'm choosing men to go and raid the Praggers' camp.
You mean me? You can't be serious. I'm shit at fighting, and well, I can't stop shitting.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
I need to think it over first. Rest for now.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go and get this over with.
I apologize.
What's going on?
How's it going, Yaroslav?
Don't worry. Us Skalitz lads are thick-skinned, right? Oh, and Henry. I talked to Samuel. You never told me you two are brothers.
Well, not by blood, but aye, we are.
Your pa was a brave man. You two have that in common, I've got to admit.
I need men for a raid on the Praggers' trenches.
Aye, so I've heard. You're the leader of our band. Say the word, and I'll go.
I'm still deciding on who to pick.
Orders?
How's it going, Yannick?
How do you think? Me and Yaroslav spent half our lives guarding that gate together. And now? Now we're guarding another fucking gate, just at a different castle.
I'm choosing men from our company to go on a raid with Dry Devil.
Ah, shit.
But I haven't decided who to pick yet.
Commander?
How are you holding out, Sam?
Absolutely epis raris. I cannot stand any more of this fucking waiting. If they want to fight us, let them come, so we can sort this out once and for all. I have Mishpoche in Kuttenberg, loved ones, and who knows what is going on there now that Sigismund lost all his money and disappeared.
I'm thinking about choosing you for the raid.
Ah, what an honor. But if you send Kobienka, I will go too, of course. At least he knows how to keep a cool head in battle, unlike that Hammer Dry Devil. Also, he's a bloody sorcerer with a knife. I am an amateur compared to him.
I'll still need to think about who I'll pick.
Henry?
How you doing? Not losing hope, are you?
How could I? The siege has only just begun. And today our fellas are going to rip those fuckers to shreds.
I need someone from our company to go on a raid.
Well, fuck. And I thought we were friends.
Well, I didn't say you'd be going.
Oh, I'm just sending your pizzle. But I only want experienced men with me. No greenhorns. If you want me to go, that is.
All right, you'll go. The others are waiting for you by the gate. Take care of our men.
We'll kick their arses.
Orders?
I need another man for that raid. I want you to take part in the raid.
Well, I might as well get a bit tipsy since Dry Devil is in charge. It could be my last beer.
Oh, I reckon it'd be better if at least one of you goes in sober. Break a leg, Yannick.
What's going on?
I need another man for that raid.
Like I said, just give the order and I'll go.
All right. In that case, get ready to attack. We'll provide cover from the walls.
I hope Lord Capon is at his best today.
Good luck. The next round's on me.
We do it.
Can we start with the interrogation?
Hold your horses, youngster. He's one of those fuckers who crept in here before during the night. And he's pretty banged up from the skirmish. If we go too hard on him, he might kick the bucket. So we'd better stick to the most important questions. What will we start with?
We need to know more about how their siege camp is laid out, so our cavalry knows how to hit them where it hurts.
Aye. It'd be useful to know where they've got their ammunition and grub supplies. And if they're building any siege engines. So, we're agreed. Except, maybe for one thing. If you're going to shit yourself again, like at Malashov, you'd better wait outside. Just remember, there's no time for mercy. I'll be going out there in a while. And everything we find out from him could make the operation a lot easier.
But that doesn't mean we have to torture him straight away. I'll try to persuade him first.
If you don't have the stomach for torture, just say the word. I'll be happy to deal with it. But try it your way if you like. He's had nothing to eat, so maybe he'll spill his guts for a crust of bread. Let's get to it then. God save you, friend. My, look at that finery. You must be the richest man in this castle.
You're still in the mood for jokes. I know you lot are fucked. So don't bother trying anything funny on me.
Oh, come now. I mean, we're just chatting here. I noticed you fellas are in the habit of taking stuff that doesn't belong to you. Like that camp of yours in the village, eh? Seems like you've settled in nicely there. And no doubt you've got it all neatly set up. So don't be shy. What can you tell us about it?
Fuck all!
Looks like we'll have to persuade you somehow.
Who do you think your loyalty is helping? Sigismund has taken off, and the silver he paid you with? That's what you see in front of you. That proves what a treacherous bastard he is. Anyway, do you really think you'll see as much as a groschen out of this? The ones at the top will take everything for themselves. You'll be lucky if you get back home with your head on your shoulders.
That's right. And you'll improve your chances by starting to talk. Now!
Fuck. You're right. Our main camp is in the village. We have another one on the road to Raborsh, but that's just to keep control of the road, so no one can bring you supplies.
That's not enough. I need details.
What? About what?
How do you want to conquer our position? Do you have any siege engines?
All our trebuchets are in Prague. The lads would like to have them brought here, so they don't have to scale the walls with ladders, but that would take at least a week. So the captain ordered mantlets and ladders made. All the wood is carried into the smithy, and that's where the fellas do all the work.
That's good to know.
How are your gunpowder and ammunition supplies?
Ever since our ammunition store in the camp burned down, the situation has been dire. But there's a smithy in the village, though, and we can make new arrowheads and cannonballs.
Wouldn't it be a pity if something happened to that smithy?
How are your supplies holding out, and where are you storing them?
There's some in the barn, on the green, but there's no problem with supplies. Even if you took everything from us, we'd simply get what we need from the surrounding villages.
Aye. We can't slow them down much that way.
Good. I think that'll help us. But I'm not done with you yet.
That's right, fella. But we still have one more subject to discuss.
Let's talk about who's giving you orders. Is it Markvart or von Berghoff?
Fuck off!
Are you enjoying this? Is there any sense in this constant killing? Can't we come to an agreement? But how can we negotiate when we don't know who to talk to in your camp? So, tell us who's in charge.
Fine. Telling you won't make things any worse. Markvart is alive, but wounded. Von Berghoff took off somewhere right after the negotiations.
So who's giving you orders?
We have more than one commander. One of them you know for sure. That Frenchman, Brabant, was hand in glove with Markvart and von Berghoff. Now he's given orders and acting like he grew up in Prague Castle.
Christ! I always knew that French bastard would fuck us over, but that's the limit! I hope the fellas run into him outside and chop his froggy balls off!
How badly wounded is von Aulitz?
I don't really know, but it's not good.
The Sawbones practically doesn't leave his side, and he hasn't shown himself in front of his men since the negotiations.
Where did Otto von Berghoff go?
How should I know? Back to his estate, I suppose. I swear to God, I don't know.
All right. I think we have what we need.
I'll report to Zizka myself. You go to the battlements and get ready. Get hold of the men who'll be coming with me.
Hey, what about me?
You better start praying. If I find out you've told me one word of a lie, I'll come back here and weave your guts into a nice pink chaperon.
Once you're ready, let Capon know.
What did you find out?
Everything's ready. Should I give the order to attack?
There's no point in putting it off any longer. May God be with us. Ready then? Did you remember to take ammunition from the smithy?
I have everything I need.
All right. Before we start, let's go through the whole plan again, eh?
Agreed.
So, we have two groups ready, infantry and cavalry. The infantry were chosen by us and will be under the Devil's command. They'll cause mayhem in the trenches beneath the walls.
Work for the Devil.
Exactly. Burning, shouting, and all that. Try to provoke the Pragas, and as soon as they attack, the second group will set out from the fortress.
Cavalry.
In the confusion, they'll quickly ride through the camp in the village and set it on fire, before the Pragas know what's happening.
Sounds good. From the prisoner, we learned that they're storing stuff in the forge. So the riders will know exactly what to set on fire.
Great. That'll make their job easier.
And what will we be doing?
That's simple. We'll be raining down on the Pragas from above, trying to ensure that the Devil and our raiders survive and make it back to us.
Finally, your hunting skills will come in handy.
You're right about that. Happy hunting!
Get ready, men! Let's get them, fellas! Let it rain death upon them! We have to keep them busy!
That'll teach you!
Come on there!
Useless!
Ha! Bleeding like a stuck pig!
You're dead.
There they are! Careful not to hit our men! They're carrying torches!
Yeah! Don't spare it!
Look out! Enemy marksman on the right! Take them out! Quick! Hold! They're lining up in the back!
You'll be fucking sorry.
Get them!
I still can't quite do that. Keep it up!
Keep them away from our men! Surprise, eh? Dung grubber! What now, fucker?
He's had it.
Coming out of the village! Aim at them! Don't let them advance! Keep them away from our men! Take that, you unwashed yokel! Let it rain dust from the sky! Surprise, eh?
Now you're finished!
Grubber!
Take that!
Shoot! Take out those cabbages! Got you! Aim! Through! You asked for it! Come on, we have to take them down! Had enough, donkey!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Great! They're retreating, good work! Now's our chance! Once they poke their heads out, take them down!
Tough shit, fucker.
It's on fire! Hey! Hey! Back to the castle! Let them in! Quick!
Devil, was it a success?
What? Can't you smell the ash in the air?
How did my men do?
Well, I've got to say you chose well. You really worked as a team out there. That's why they all managed to come back alive. Give them my praise.
How do you think the Praggers will retaliate?
I'm sure they'll be more careful now, and will slow their advance. So I reckon we did fucking good!
How did the battle go? Down there, I mean. I reckon things were a lot different up on the walls.
Yeah, it was a bloodbath as always. Only I think I knew one of those fellas.
What? One of the Praggers? From where?
Yeah, I think we were in Austria together. In Weikertslag. They called him Wasp. A little hot-headed bastard who showed up wherever blood was being spilled. I liked the bloke. I have no idea how he ended up with the Praggers. But knowing him saved my life.
How so? He helped you?
No, but when he saw me, he hesitated. Just long enough for me to stab him in the throat. Well, if I hadn't, he would have done the same to me.
Well then, I'll go and report to Zizka.
Now I get why they call you Devil. Those flames look like they're straight out of hell.
Are you alright, Yaroslav?
I am. But if it wasn't for Devil, I'd be dead. He's a madman. But we couldn't have pulled it off without him.
Keep singing praises. I'm gonna go and wet my whistle. I'm getting too old for this shit.
I'm sorry.
Are you alright?
You made the right choice picking me. The devil was as wild as ever. You would have charged at those Pavisas alone, the damn fool. In any case, you really gave it to them. It was raining arrows and bowls.
Are you alright, Yannick?
Bloody hell, Henry! Damn, that was bloody rough. I still can't believe we survived. I really thought we'd never make it back. I hope it was worth it.
Riesen seid ihr her?
I've come for ammunition.
Was? But the raid is over. I will give you some in case anything else happens. But you should have come earlier. What will you be shooting with?
I'll take some arrows.
Good. You can shoot farther with a bow than a crossbow. I just hope you're as good as Lord Capon. Here you go. And aim true. Every arrow that does not hit its target is a wasted arrow.
I won't get any more than this.
I have to save some for the others. I cannot give you any more now, unless you make a deal with the blacksmith and bring him some iron.
God bless you, sir.
Can I help you with anything? Frenzel says you're looking for iron.
Aye. We can use anything that's not a weapon or armor, so we can reforge it. In short, any old knives, nails, horseshoes, we can use any old bit of scrap iron to make ammunition. Just don't bring me anything too big, like cauldrons and candelabras. I can't smelt them down here, and besides, Sir Peter wouldn't be happy about you taking his property. Could use a bit... What would you like?
Could you give me some advice on where I might find some scrap metal?
Try the courtyard by the stables. The groom might have some old horseshoes. And maybe you'll find some old dishes in the kitchen at the back of the fortress. Besides that, I don't know. If I knew where to find it, I wouldn't need you.
What do you have for sale?
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir. What would you like, friend?
I have some old iron for you.
Let me see then. Good work. I reckon I can make something out of this. Thanks for your help. If you need any more ammunition, ask Frenzel.
Could I get a bit more ammunition?
Natürlich. For what you brought me, I will gladly give you more. What will you be shooting with?
Give me some more arrows.
Here you are. But we will run a feather for the fletching soon.
Do you know anything about von Bergov's escape?
To tell the truth, it cost me quite a lot of sleep. His chamber had no windows, the castle was full of people, and most of all, I couldn't imagine how a fancy lord could escape without help. It's not the kind of thing nobles do.
Did you figure something out?
The bastard was deceiving us the whole time. He wanted us to think he was playing along with us. And in the meantime, when he was let out for air, he stole a piece of wire from the forge and made himself a lockpick.
What? He made a lockpick? Von Bergov?
Believe it or not, I found it lying discarded below the stairs. All he had to do was wait for the right moment. And while we were celebrating Sigismund's withdrawal, he got out of his locked chamber.
Hang on now. That still doesn't explain how he got out of the castle. The courtyard was full of people. Someone would have seen him.
Ah, but he didn't go across the courtyard at all. He took the covers from the bed, slipped across the hall to another chamber, and lowered himself from the window down into the moat.
You're telling me he swam across?
Aye, believe it or not, there are people who can swim. And apparently von Bergov is one of them.
I don't know.
I saw that bed cover in the moat. How do you think it got there? I suppose it didn't hold his weight and came loose or tore off. That's why we didn't find any other traces at the top.
That bugger really is capable of anything.
Look, I wouldn't have expected the noble Lord von Berkhoff to go lock-picking doors and hopping into moats, but that's exactly it, see? He had us fooled. There's simply no other explanation.
The raid is over. It was a success. And most of the men came back alive.
I know. Good work, Henry. Go and get some rest. You deserve it.
What are we gonna do now?
There's nothing we can do but wait. I was hoping they'd realize by now there's no easy plunder here and leave. But it looks like we'll have to hold out a bit longer. We can't let them have that silver. We have to hope Jobst returns soon with his army. You did a good job with that prisoner. You got a lot of information. As long as they don't bring in catapults from Prague, we still have a chance. But if they do, we're fucked. That injury taken care of Markvart will help us. And if that idiotic Frenchman is in charge now, it's only a matter of time before they fuck up.
It's over.
For now. I'm starting to think there's no way out this time. How many more men have to die before this is really over? I'm fed up with this. I don't want to send anyone else to their death. But maybe it'll be me who dies. And I won't care anymore. Kurva! Shishka never should have put us in charge.
It's not your fault people are dying. We're under attack. We have to defend ourselves.
I know. I've seen plenty of death in my time, but still... Well, you of all people should know what I'm talking about. I lost my parents too, you know. I hardly knew them, but still.
You've barely ever talked about your parents.
I don't know much about them. They died when I was little. My uncle Hanush raised me. But sometimes I think about what my life would have been like with them. You know, if they hadn't died.
I reckon things would be a lot different.
But never mind. Let's not sit around reminiscing like a couple of old geezers. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go and get some rest.
Here, Mutt!
Oh, I'm fucking starving. I am so fucking hungry. Even that dog turd looks tempting. It's like a big, fat sausage. Just a pinch of pepper.
It might be better with horseradish. Let me see if I can go and sniff us out something a bit more appetizing.
Don't forget about me, otherwise you'll have me on your conscience.
Look what I have for you. Aye, come here. Come here, boy.
Did you find anything?
Not even a bread crust. Everything's gone.
Kulva! Don't tell me we've nothing to eat. And did you look in the chicken coop?
We cooked the hens last week. How could there be any eggs in there?
Maybe a few were overlooked. Go and check it out.
I'm telling you, there's nothing there. I was there yesterday.
Shit, I'm hungry.
You think I'm not? And why is it me that has to run all over the place and not you, eh?
Do you expect me to go with you?
No. but you could also look by yourself. I'm starting to get pissed off about having to do everything.
You can piss yourself for all I care. You didn't find anything anyway. So what good are you to me?
I swear, if your sister wasn't my wife, I'd punch you in the face.
Just try it.
Ah, fuck off.